All right, hey everybody. Hey, hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Hey, sorry we didn't get a video out earlier, y'all. I've been kind of had the sniffles. And two, we come over yesterday, Saturday, to get this timber out, and we got flooded on. I mean, we got drenched. So instead of taking any chances, we just went on to the house and came back today after church. So yeah, we're working on Sunday. I don't like to, but in order to keep things moving, that's what we got to do. Anyway, we're on the Terry Preston track now. Now remember, we were on David Preston's, his brother, that steep ground, and we pulled off of it. Now we're on the Terry Preston track. We've got some timber cut. I've already been skidding with the mules. It's a beautiful place in here, y'all. We get to go back across a creek going out and then up a hill up to where the landing is. And I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to put my GoPro on my head and let y'all ride out with me. But for now, until we got to get ready to go. We got to get a 4-mule load. And when I cut this timber, I really didn't cut it with the idea of using 4 mules. I cut it with the idea of using a wagon. So I cut a lot of my logs up when I should have left them doubles. Like double 10s would be a 20-footer, double 12 would be a 24-footer, double ties was 18-footers. They're doing pretty good going up that hill out there with one double. With all 4 mules. Now on flat ground we could pull 2 doubles, but we got to go up that hill out yonder, and y'all see what I'm talking about. Now these cut up logs that I've got right over here, and I'm going to show you in just a minute. I've got 2 pretty good sized maple tie logs that we're going to hook to, and I'm going to show y'all how I bunch them. Now when I bunch them, that means bring them together. We got to hook them side by side because they're not doubles. If they were doubles, we just hook one log and go. But since they're not, we got to bunch them together. In other words, we got to hook a chain on each one, bring them together, and then go. And what I'm going to do is take Alice and Kate out and leave them standing right there where they're at. And then I'm going to use my young team, May and June, to get these 2 tie logs hooked and get them bunched. And a good 4-mule load, y'all, especially if you got any hills to go up, is a load that this back team can pull, but they kind of got to bow up a little bit to pull it. And then when you put the front team on, they can just all walk off with it, if that makes any sense. So without wasting too much time, let's get started on this deal, and I'm going to let y'all walk out and I'll tell you some more about what's going on. The first thing I got to do is take Kate and Alice out. It's not a big deal. I just got their stretcher hooked on a ring on the end of the tongue. Take the hook out of the ring, step them forward. Their lines will just come right off and everything will be cool. Now, I'm just going to leave Kate and Alice parked right there while we get over here and bunch these ties. So I'm going to set y'all up where y'all can see what we're doing. Oh. Alright, now you see how these logs ain't together? I mean, they're close. Don't get me wrong, they're close, but they're not together. Now, the cool thing about pulling doubles is I ain't got to do all this. we just pick us a double, hook it on, and go. It's a lot faster. But like I said, I didn't cut this timber with this type of plan in mind. All right, give a little bit. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, stand up a little. Whoop, whoop. All right, come here. Whoop. A little too much. Whoa. Oh, stand up a little bit. Whoop. That'll do. All right, so the idea, you know, it's you can get 4 mules in and get them backed up, turn around, and I can even back them up. It's just more aggravating, especially when you got a, you know, these wouldn't bad, but when you got 2 logs that's in a tree and you got them cut up, you got to pull one log out and around up to the next one. Does that make any sense? That gets to be aggravating with 4. So let me spin y'all around here where you can see. Okay, now this is just hanging out up there at the fence. Ooh. All right, there, stand up, all right. Whoa. All right, okay, now. Now we've done already skid out, I don't know, 10 or 12 logs, something like that. And these mules are bad out of shape. So they're starting to get a little bit tired. That's one reason why I wanted to work them today like I am, because I'm getting to work all my mules and nobody is standing up getting lazy or Now, the most productive way to do this would be to bunch the logs out in the open back there with the mules, and then get them with the skid steer, set them on old red, carry them up here to the deck. That'd be the best way to do it, and the most productive way. And I'm sure that's what I'll do quite a bit of also. But today I had a little extra time, and I wanted to work on my mules. Another thing I wanted is for them to all cross this creek several times, so none of them like water a whole lot. But now we done been across the creek a few times, so it ain't a big deal. Easy does it now. All right. Yep. This is that little hill I told y'all about. Come here. Come here now, y'all get in there. I know you're getting tired. Whoa. Now I'm gonna let them blow here just for a minute. This ain't too big of a load right here. I mean, it's enough. But, you know, on flat ground, a pair of mules could handle this pretty easy. But y'all probably can't see it because of the camera. But it is a pretty good little hill right in here. So I got to keep my lines managed and out of the way of my logs and stuff. But I've been letting them blow right here just about every time, or I'll carry them on up the hill and let them blow a little. I'm gonna try to get those other 2 double ties out with y'all and the mules, and then after that we'll get the rest of them with the skid steer and the log truck. The mules are about done for today anyway. They've got a good exercise on them for today. I'm not trying to kill them or wear them out. All right, Kate Alice, let's go. Kate, there you go. Get in there, May June. See, they know I'm gonna give them a break before they just up and quit. I ain't gonna run them out. They know that. Come on now, y'all get in there and help them. Stand up. May, stand up now. Try to keep y'all out of the trees. Come here, y'all can do it. It ain't that bad. Whoa. Now, before they decide that they need a break worse than I need to give them one, I'm gonna let them stop and let them blow a little. Now, when I start them up, I hold this back team because I don't want them going before the front team. They'll try to bow up real hard and try to be pulling all the load when they don't need to be. They need to learn to wait on that front team. So I'll set my lines in my hands to where I'm holding a little bit of tension on them, and then I ease them loose as Kate and Alice walks off. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, Kate Alice. Kate. Kate, now come here. There you go. This back team, the young team's a little bit more willing, you know, to go. Kate and Alice is a little more seasoned, and they just kind of take their time. This back team will get like that too. They'll take their time too in a little while when they do this long enough. Come here. I'm not proud of all of them though. They're all doing pretty good. For me anyway. It's good enough for who it's for, put it that way. Gee. Come here now. Y'all about got it made. Up here at Mr. Preston's barn is where we're going to be decking our logs at, where we can get Big Red in and get him loaded. We're coming up on, you know, the cooler months, and it may set into raining. If it does, Mr. Preston's got a lot of gravel up here, and that'll ensure that we can haul our logs. Come here. There's some poplar that we've been getting out. Come on now, let's go. Come here. Haw, haw. Haw, haw. Haw now. Now haw. Whoa. All right, back up a little. Whoa, that'll do. Oh. Back them up, got some slack in the chains. Now I'm gonna let them go forward a little. Get all my lines up. All right, y'all stand up a little bit. Kate Alice, come here. Whoa. No different than I'm working to. I do the same thing. They've all been worked the same, so they kind of know what to expect, I believe. All right, now we got all that out. Yeah, they know whenever we drag up here to the deck, they know I'm gonna make them step forward a little to get the chains out of the logs. They know that. All right, y'all, come on, let's go. Gate house. Oh, come here, haw, 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 gate house. Made you in haw. Haw. Come here. We got about 2,500 board feet cut, maybe a little less. So that's what we're trying to get a load on Big Red every day, every working day, every 8 hours. Step up a little bit, Alice, Kate. Now, going back empty with this cart and not hooked to a load, that's when it gets sort of dangerous. You haul a little. Because the back team will pull it harder and try to run up on the front team, and they'll get their feet caught up in the stretcher chains up there and all that mess, and it can be a fiasco if you ain't careful. But what I do is I just give Kate and Alice a little bit of slack. Haul, Kate, you done this enough, you ought to know where to go. I just give my front team enough slack to where they can just walk, and then I hold my back team and make them match their speed. You know, this back team ain't learned the patience yet that Kate and Alice has got. Kate and Alice has got a lot of patience because they pulled well over 500,000 board feet. You know, May and June, they're only about, oh, I don't know, 25,000 board feet in, so they still got a lot to learn. But like going down this hill, you see how their stretchers are getting loose up there? If you're not careful and you don't hold the back team back a little, come on now, y'all walk on, stand up. Slowing down too much. If you don't hold this back team back a little bit, they'll get their feet caught in them stretcher chains, and that just ain't no good. Alice. All in all, for having about 2 months off, they're doing pretty doggone good for me, my opinion. Easy does it now, don't get too loose. They got to build themselves back up again. You know, they're like athletes, you know, runners and whatnot. They got to build themselves up to it. You just can't get out here and start doing it and expect them to be at full capacity. Oh, little. I love this little creek right here, man. This is very, very cool. I like this. And that water's cold, y'all, and it tastes good. Man, I mean, if I get thirsty, I got plenty of water right here at me to where I can get some. All right, y'all get in there now. Okay. When they just willingly go across water, that's what you want. Because it can be a aggravating mess when you got one that wants to go and one that don't. The rest of them do. I got into that a little bit earlier. Alice wasn't wanting to go across, and the rest of them were, and June got her foot hung up. Wasn't no big deal. I just stopped them and got out and undone her foot. But it's still one of them deals, you know. It's near about dark down here in the woods. Get out of that. Let's go. I know you ain't that hungry. Lord, I feed you all the time. I started getting a little bit of a cold here last few days. Just hadn't felt real good. Yeah, I think what we'll do is get these other double ties out. There's 2 more of them. That'll give us a little bit more time with the mules and some time for y'all on the camera. And then after that, I'm gonna just take the skid steer and set the rest of them up on old Red there, and we'll just go out with him. And maybe on the next video, I'll show y'all us cutting in here on this side and then bunching out here to old Red, and then we'll just use old Red to get them out. We'll use the mules to get the logs out of the woods, and then use old Red to get them up to the truck. That makes the most sense. That is definitely the most sensible thing to do. You don't wear the mules out, and it's a whole lot quicker. Oh. Okay, Dallas. Oh. They got to snag them a snack every time they go by a leaf. You'd think I never feed the daggum thing. I guess they like me though. They just like to eat. Y'all get in there now. Yeah, little. Now see, this is one of them times that I can, pretty sure I can get all 4 of them up here and get them backed up to these double ties. These are some sweet gum double ties. They'll be pretty heavy. But they're pretty much kind of out in the open, and I can get to them pretty easy just by walking the mules up here, turning them a little bit, and then backing up. Come here now. All right, now G, we got to get around this old stump. Whoa, ho, whoop. All right, G. Whoa, Alice, G, Kate. Whoop, whoop, G. Whoa, ho, whoop. Good girl, June. Good girl. Now back, 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 back. Haul a little. Now haul. Stand up, haul. Haul, haul. Whoop, whoop. That's good. Whoa, that's good. Now back. 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 Whoa, ho, whoa. Alrighty. Get my glasses. Maybe I can keep them from getting broke. Let's see now. I don't know. I might be able to roll this thing. I'd rather use a chain if we can. A chain is always best if you can get it under there. Boy, I've been snotty the last few days. That old mess is going around. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh yeah. All right, that choker's set. Now, I want to be careful. There's a stump right there, and I don't want them to turn the cart over. And that can be real easily done. Let me get my lines figured out here. All right, y'all come up easy. Easy. Whoa, that'll do. Now, we got it around that stump pretty easy. All right, y'all back up. Back. Whoa. Let me get this chain choked just a little bit tighter. I ain't want to be aggravating. Well, let me straighten them up one more time. Back them up one more time, then we'll have it licked. All right, K-Dallas. Whoa, back. Whoa. Now, that ought to do us good right there. See what I was talking about? You know, about cutting the timber. You know, we only got to hook one time. And of course, these double ties, we can haul them on the truck. We don't have to cut them up. And now we got that double bunk Kenworth. That's going to save me a lot of work. But too, like on this poplar down here, instead of cutting all them up into grade logs, I could have cut that tree in half. I could have cut it like, you know, 2 doubles and a single maybe. And that would have made my life a whole lot easier doing it this way I'm doing it. All right, K-Dallas. Now in a little while, when I drive them long enough together, they'll all get to where they'll just go together. I won't have to do a whole lot. I drove them like this a good bit, but not near enough. It's kind of like whenever you're breaking a team, you know, you got to get your team together, you know, side by side, two animals. You got to get that team together when you first start breaking them. Well, it ain't no different when you're working 4. Or G, come here, G. G. When you're working 4, you got to get all 4 together, and it just takes a little while. G. But when you do, it's a beautiful thing. All 4 animals get worked. Nobody's standing up getting lazy. All right, come here, get in there. Kate, Kate. Don't you be slacking going down this hill. When you get them all kind of going the same direction, boy, that's nice. Then you don't have to drive them as much and coach them to get them to go together and all that. The butt strap coming loose up there in the front team, Kate now, but that's all right. They don't really need it right now, no how. I'll hook it back up when we get to the truck. Come here now, y'all stand up, let's go. We ain't got all day. Alice? That's why I say they're getting kind of tired. They haven't pulled a whole lot, but like I say, they've had to go up this hill. And this hill's worth a lot. You know, that's a pretty good little bottom here. Y'all about got it. Come here now. Oh yeah, y'all got it made now. All right, come here. Yep. Whoa-ho. Ah-ha. Ah-ha. Oh, now come here. Whoop. Back. Back. Oh. All right, come here. A little bit. Oh. I'm gonna try. All right, let's go. Oh. Oh. Oh, Alice cake. Now we get this last double tie out of here, we'll be in good shape. Oh, little. Come here. Oh, little cake. Now, dadgummit. Now, gee. I'll get that in a minute. Y'all just keep staying focused. Yeet. Whoa-ho. I'm back. 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 Haw. Come here. Stand up, Haw. Haw, Haw. Haw, Haw. I know you got a dadgum root in your butt. That's all right. back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Whoa, whoa. Oh, man. Go up here and get this thing untangled. Let me get this out of your way there, mate. If I can. Get that over there. So that's why logging mules get, or logging horses, logging mules, they get broke good. Because they got stuff like this you got to deal with. They get all hung up and stuff, and limbs hitting them in the belly and all that mess. Ain't that right, Kate? Alright, well, we got that fixed. Let me get y'all hooked up here. Now, we just got this one popper right here. A few grade logs, and then I got 2 or 3 grade logs right up there. I'm just going to come back and get them with the skid steer and put them on old red and then haul them on up the hill. I have fulfilled the mule's purpose for today. Let's see. Maybe I can roll this thing over. A single log like this, even though it's long, it pulls a little easier than say some that are hooked side by side. But the biggest thing for me is the time. I mean, it just, golly, you're hooking once instead of twice. You know, you got to spend all that time getting them bunched and all that mess, and it takes a little while. Back, back, back. Whoa, that'll do. You know, you don't have to spend as much time bunching, and 2, it's faster when you're cutting the timber. Of course, now once you get them up there on the deck, you got to cut them up. Not these double ties, but the double grade logs you do. But it's still pretty doggone handy. It's easier doing it this way, put it that way. Plus, I like working my mules this way. It gets all of them worked instead of just a team. I work them all at the same time. Hey, let me see here. There we go. All right, again, I'm gonna hold this back team just a little bit. They ain't too overzealous right now. You know, once they go to getting tired, they'll figure things out pretty quick. G a little bit, Alice. Alice, G. Whoop, G, whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, G. Whoa, now. Let's see, there's a stump there somewhere. Yeah. All right, y'all, go ahead. Come here. What I want to do is go around that stump. Now, once we got the load moving, I'll give them some slack and just let them walk. They kind of, you know, got the freedom to move around, do what they need to do to pull. And while while we're working, I'm watching my teams, both of them, front and back. Get in there now, just like just then. My young team wasn't putting out enough. They was letting my old team do a little too much. Everybody says, well, how do you keep them equalized pulling like that? Well, you got to watch your dadgum team. You can't sit up there fat, dumb, and happy. Gee, you know, and just drive, you got to manage your teams. Gee, little. Gee, little. All right, come here. But to be honest with you, when you drive this way enough, it don't take them very long before they start learning how to just go together. See, like right now, Kate and Alice ain't doing much. This young team is pulling this double tide down this little hill. But in a little while, they'll slow up. They'll get tired and they'll slow up and let Kate and Alice help them. That's the idea of it. Come on now, y'all walk on. Y'all getting too slow. Take forever to get to the truck. I do like my teams to walk slow, but I don't want them too slow. I mean, dadgum, they get to where you can't even cover no ground if you ain't careful. Get in there, Alice. Alice, get in there now. If she persists on not pulling, I'll take this lead line, my drive line, and I'll pop her on the butt and make her go on. I'm not gonna have her slacking back. They all gotta pull their share. And then it makes it easy on everybody. Many hands make light work. You want to hug that right side just a little too much, Kate. Come here now. There's a root right up here that I drop off of every single time, and it jars my insides. Almost every single time. Right there it is. At least it ain't hot down here in the woods. It's pretty nice. This next week's supposed to be low humidity and temperatures are supposed to be down. What Mr. Preston was telling me a while ago. That's encouraging. Especially after the summer that we've all had. Come here now, y'all get in there. Get in there now. You know, this creek's got to cool their feet off. Got to cool them off just a little bit. If we was doing a longer day, I'd pull our overchecks off and let them get something to drink. All right, y'all got to get in there now. Come here. Stand up. Okay, Dallas. Get in there now. You ain't doing your part. Stand up. Whoa, hold it. I don't like them backing off the load either. Whenever they stop on the hill, I like for them to hold it. Stand up a little bit, Alice. Whoa now. Whoa, hold it. Kate. Whoa. Whoa. Now hold it. Hold it. Stand up. Hold it. Whoop. Whoop. I like for them to hold a load on the hill because that starts them in the right position when they start off. They're already kind of leaned in. All they got to do is just walk off with it. It teaches them to start a load slower too. Whoa. Whoop. All right. Okay, Dallas, come here. See, this back team is always willing to go first. So I have to anticipate that and hold them a little first every time. Y'all got it made now. got pretty good long skids, you know, doing it like this, like I'm doing today. But like I said, I'm more or less working my mules to get them in shape. Come on now. If I was worried about production, I definitely wouldn't be doing it this way. I'd be skidding them up there to Old Red and throwing them on a truck and bringing them up the hill. Because we could go a lot faster doing it that way. Come here now. Y'all got it made now. Whoa, whoa. Back. Back. Whoa. Now again, I back them up to get the slack in my chain right here. So that way I can just go ahead and take my chain loose. There's all kind of cool hitches you can set. You can set a cradle hitch and all that good mess. You can do all that, and it does make it easier on the mules. Yes, it does. And if you had some great big logs, that'd be the thing to do. But y'all, you also got to look from a production standpoint as time, and all that takes time. And the more time you waste, that's just more time you fiddling, not getting logs out. You got to think about that kind of stuff. All right, K Dallas, come here. Easy, little bit, little. Whoa. All right, everybody, we're done for today. We got this little 2,500 foot load out. I believe it'll be 2,500 feet. Time I count all the long logs up, be between 2,000 and 2,500. I don't know exactly for sure. We needed about 4 more logs for my count that I normally would count. However, some of these logs that we got cut are a lot of 14 footers, and we got some 18-foot double ties, so that's going to mount up a lot quicker too. So anyway, we did all we could do for today. It's our first day on the pressing track, the Terry pressing track, by the way. It's our first day on the pressing track, and I didn't want to, you know, overdo anything. So everybody's in good shape. All the mules are good. They'll be ready. They'll get better as time goes on. And you know, we got all the logs out with them. Y'all seen those already. And then in about 10 minutes, y'all, maybe 15, I was able to get the rest of the logs. And there were 6 logs that we didn't get up with the mules. 6 more poplar logs that I got up and put on red. Red come right out, no problem. And more than likely, you know, as we go along, I'm gonna work my mules like this, you know, tandem hitch, 4 up. I'm gonna work them like that a good bit because I want them to learn that. But at the same time, down there where we was at would be way more productive on those long drags coming up this hill down here. Would have been way more productive just to skid them out in the open, throw them on red, bring them up here to the log dump them off, and go back and get another load. You know what I mean? Anyway, there's 100 ways to do this. None of them are right, none of them are wrong. You just do what works on that day, and every day's different, y'all. Remember that. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Take care of yourself. As always, I'm going to be praying for you. I love you. Appreciate every one of you. I'm going to put my email up here on the screen. If any of you need me, holler at me. Be glad to talk to you. And I'll see you next time.